Mary, Jackson Amiga, Jerry Smith, and Summer Doe.
Back here. Father, we thank you just for another opportunity to come and speak together, Father, to discuss the business of our school. God, I just thank you so much for our district, Father, for all of our teachers, God, all of our employees, Father, for all of our staff. God, thank you most of all for all of our students and their families. Father, I pray that you would just be with us tonight as we deliberate on the business at hand. Father, help us just to be honoring, give us wisdom. With that wisdom, Father, I pray that you would give us understanding and help us just to guide and direct in a way that's pleasing to you. Father, just forgive us when we do sin against you. In Jesus' precious name we pray.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag,
First item on our agenda is awards, achievements, and recognition presented by Mr. Carl.
Good evening, President Davion, Superintendent Massey, board members, and guests. We have a full house tonight, and it is wonderful. It is always my honor and privilege to bring the accomplishments of our students and our staff, but also to honor our community partners. And tonight's recognition has something for everyone. Our first presenter will be Sandra Concilio. But first, board members, will you join us down front? If you can make it.
Good evening. Phillips 66, in a partnership with Mind Research Institute, awarded 6 campuses $49,000 each for a total of $294,000 to purchase Spatial Temporal Mapping, a visual learning-based software program. With us this evening, representing Phillips 66, are Shannon Vogt, Advisor in Business Communications, part of the Communications and Public Affairs Group. She's responsible for stakeholder engagement in Freeport, Sweeney, and Clements. Also with us is Aaron Dowdy, Project Integration Manager. Aaron is responsible for the development of Phillips 66 midstream projects, in particular the Freeport LPG Export Terminal, and is a 1986 graduate. Pictures of our students utilizing the software designed to boost math comprehension and proficiency through visual learning. The 6 schools selected for this opportunity are Stephen F. Austin Elementary, and I think we have Miss Gutierrez. Here she comes. And Miss Gibson is with her as well. We also have O.M. Roberts, Sarah Wright is the principal. Not seeing her.
Oh, no, not you.
Velasco Elementary, principal is Rita Cundiff.
I think they're trying to
I
make
don't know if they
it
can.
through. They're trying to make it through.
Who else have you called?
Roberts and Velasco.
Roberts Elementary.
Also, we have Gladys Polk Elementary with Principal Tara Fulton. Very Long Elementary with Principal Lori Kloss. And Lanier Middle School with Principal Shannon Hester. And now for a very special surprise for these 6 schools. Phillips 66 will also be funding the purchase of 3D printers for each of these 6 campuses. These 3D printers will allow for more in-depth implementation of the ST Math program with our curriculum. At an estimated cost of $3,000 per printer, this is an additional $18,000 contribution from Phillips 66. Thank you, Phillips 66, for not just this amazing opportunity for our students, but also for all the great things your company does for students and teachers in our district and around the county. And one final thank you to Board Member Scott Schwartner for bringing this opportunity to our attention earlier this school year. Thank you.
Less than a year ago, a group of forward-thinking Brazosport ISD administrators decided to reignite the Brazosport ISD Education Foundation with the goal of securing alternative funding for new and innovative programs many of our educators and support staff recognized would be great enhancements to our classrooms and to the educational experience for our students. Within that time, over 30 community members were assembled and the Education Foundation was off and running. From the very beginning, Freeport LNG has been an active supporter of the Education Foundation. Within a couple of months of the Education Foundation's launch, Freeport LNG expressed their interest in making a very large donation. And within days of announcing our very first fundraising campaign, the Founders Campaign, Wendy Mazurkowitz, Director of Community Affairs for Freeport LNG, contacted the foundation that Freeport LNG wanted to be the first distinguished partner of the Education Foundation with a $100,000 donation. We are overwhelmed with gratitude for their philanthropic spirit and their willingness to support not only our educators, but most importantly, the over 12,000 students we serve every day. In an effort to make the greatest impact on science, technology, engineering, and math education in BISD, Freeport LNG designated $50,000 to go towards a new STEM lab at Stephen F. Austin Elementary. This donation to SFA will build a new state-of-the-art lab for students to enjoy activities in science, technology, engineering, and math. Their donation will also allow for Camp Invention to be hosted at SFA for over 40 students and staff to be immersed in STEM education for a week. The remaining $50,000 will go directly back to our teachers through the Grants for Great Ideas program, which will kick off during the 2015-16 school year. These grants will be awarded to teachers and staff who are seeking out funding for innovative and creative programs for their classrooms, campuses, and departments. So tonight, it is with great honor that I present to you the first distinguished partner of the Brazosport ISD Education Foundation, Freeport LNG. Representing Freeport LNG tonight, is Rick Pena, Terminal Manager, and Wendy Mazurkowitz, Director of Community Affairs. Rick and Wendy, would you join us?
All right, I'm going to ask some folks to step down. Can you see it? Not yet. Okay. Thank you. All right. All right, thank you.
BISD Safety Coordinator Margaret McMahon received a 2014 Dow Community Grant for the installation of 17 knock boxes prior to school. The project was completed this spring. BISD would like to thank David Winder and Gabriella Dalkin for the continued support of our school.
Hold it. I'm not. Go out, go around. Go stay left, and don't forget right. Oh,
Each year, HEB gives away cash prizes to deserving teachers, principals, and school districts with their excellence in